This is a great bag. Absolutely fantastic bag from a particle standpoint. Yep, these are also great bags. We got a lot to go over here, so bear with me. Starting all the way on the left, the Sanitaire 1-ply F&G bag, particle count was around 2,200 and CFM 133. Moving to the right, the Envirocare had a particle count of 773 and CFM matched the Sanitaire at 133. That wonderful yellow bag further to the right got an incredible low particle count of 46. That's those numbers, those four numbers averaged. And the highest CFM, 139. And lastly, all the way over to the right, next to that conversion tube there, the Sanitaire ST bag got a particle count very good of 150 and CFM, unfortunately, 104. How about we recategorize these four bags in terms of, say, major letter grades, A to F. Starting all the way over at the left again, the Sanitaire 1-ply, I'm going to grade the particle count as the letter C, meaning, say, just average, because I've measured an awful lot of bags, and where that bag is not particularly great, but it's not terrible either. So we'll just say a C. CFM, yeah, it gets an A. It's up there. The usability, or say ergonomics, being able to install, uninstall the bag, manipulate the bag, that kind of thing, I'll also give it a C. It's average. I mean, if you've worked with an F&G type of setup, you'll get used to it eventually. It's not terrible, but it's not the easiest. And price. The price on the Sanitaire brand F&G, I'm going to give it a B. You can get some reasonable prices if you buy high quantities, but if you don't, the price is a little bit higher than the Envirocare sitting next to it. So moving on to the Envirocare bag, particle count, I'm going to assign it a B. That means very good, but not excellent. The CFM, yeah, that gets an A. So that's way up there. That's great. The usability / ergonomics of the bag, it's the same thing as a Sanitaire paper bag. I'm going to give it a C, meaning just average. The price. So out of these four bags, if you buy any type of quantity I was able to, say, Google or eBay or Amazon search, I can get these bags really cheap. The Envirocare brand is less expensive than the Sanitaire brand, so I'm definitely giving the price category an A. Moving on to the Cobalens, particle count, chart topping A, without a doubt. Certainly every bit of its H11 essential rating that's in there. CFM, highest in the bunch, so that means an automatic A as well, although it's not that much higher than the one-ply F&G. The usability ergonomics of the bag, it's a little bit better because it's cloth, so the installation, uninstallation, and also, frankly, the durability of the multi-ply cloth is definitely better than the single-ply paper bags, so I give that a B. Price, well, it's expensive. What do you want? You have performance that's chart topping? Yeah, it's going to be expensive. So I'm going to have to give that a D, like dog. It's really expensive. It's the most expensive bag that I've seen so far for this type of machine. So you get what you pay for, but ooh, that price hurts. Hopefully you don't have to buy too many of those things. And lastly, the Sanitaire ST. So let's see, the particle count, yep, not as good as the Cobalens, but definitely it still gets an A. So great filtration properties from the Sanitaire branded ST. The CFM, what a disappointment. And it's not because of the bag, it's because of that tube that you see there on your right. That thing is the airflow killer. So I'm going to give that much lower airflow a C. I mean, let's face it, 104 CFM isn't completely terrible, and it is a HEPA bag, so it's going to maintain, it's 104 over a longer period of time, so to speak, before, it drops like, say, a single-ply bag would as it fills up. Usability. Now, this is where that overmold tube and the ST system really shines. It is a more modern type of a bag system. No spring needed, no fighting with the fill tube. It simply installs and uninstalls kind of like a Kirby F-type system. I mean, it's very similar, so I give that an A. I mean, it is so easy to install and uninstall that bag. It's just fantastic, and that's where the ST system really shines. Lastly, price. Yeah, it's pretty much just as bad as the Cobalens. You go for something high-end that's, kind of better than everything else, you're going to pay a lot more. And prices on the Sanitaire ST bag is pretty awful, so I give it a D. After all that long-winded summation, what am I going to recommend and/or pick? Well, let me tell you first what I don't recommend. I don't recommend the Sanitaire F&G bag. They're simply better out there for less money. So if you have to go and stick with an inexpensive single-ply paper bag, get the Envirocare F&G, the blue one. So it's very inexpensive. It does a great job with airflow. The particle count is better than expected. So it's great. I know it's very common. A lot of people use it. So definitely recommend it. The Cobalens F&G is really just recommended for people who maybe don't pick up that much dirt, or for people who are very sensitive in whatever dirt that they want to pick up. The filtration is absolutely top-notch. Your airflow is going to stay high for a very long period of time, meaning you're really going to be able to fill that bag and maintain high cleaning quality. The only problem with that thing is the price. If you can stand the price, then I recommend the Cobalens, but a lot of people are going to be put off by the price. Lastly, the Sanitaire ST. Now, I only have one of these to actually test. That is one type of ST There might be other types of ST, but this one is still a high filtration, high quality, high price bag. If you really have to have the convenience of the ST system, then you'll love it, and you'll hate the standard F&G paper fill tube bag spring system. So the only way I can really recommend the ST system is if you feel you really need to have that higher grade usability, higher grade of ergonomics. If you feel you don't really care about easy on and off and manipulation of the bag, then stick with the F&G style. If you absolutely hate the F&G style, then there really isn't a choice. Go for the ST. All right, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.